Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Lois and welcome back to Material Energy 5. In the last episode, we unlocked the next area, which is the machine. Clearly not that area, but the processing zone 317. And yeah, we did some stuff around the base. We got a bunch of iron from that area, and I've been working a little bit off camera. Main reason I have this world up is to get obsidian. So I made a better pick for getting efficiency. I have an efficiency 4 pick versus my efficiency 3. And if I could get another efficiency 3 book, that would be really cool. Or let's do some experimentation. If I combine those, haha, it gets rid of XP boost and the smashing. It just gives me Silk Touch. So we're going to combine these picks. I can get more diamonds. Diamonds are not actually that difficult to acquire at this point. So let's get a efficiency 4 pick. And that's okay. We have another anvil. This one is a dark steel anvil, so might be even better. So we're just going to put that there. And we're going to take our Insight 3 efficiency 4 pick here. And we can get efficiency 5, Silk Touch, which would be really nice. So we just need to get, like, I think it was 9 levels. There is a lot of stuff with that, and that's for upgrading items. But efficiency 5, now what if we do it the other way? The insight just doesn't carry over. Oh wait, no, it does if we do it that way, and I don't want that. I want the Silk Touch. So Silk Touch efficiency 5, and honestly, with this, mining obsidian is not really that bad. So we can start getting a bunch of obsidian, which I already did. I got half a stack. And we're going to use a little bit of this right away. Let's get our chisel. You know, I'm going to start keeping the chisel out. Whether or not I'm going to keep it like on me, I don't know. But let's go ahead and turn that into normal obsidian. And first things first, today we are going to do a bunch of questing. We're going to make some new stuff, and then we're going to get back into the machine and continue working in there. So first things that we're going to work on is we need to get a drawer of some sort, and basic wood. You know what? Let's do it this way. Let's make a one of these. If we can get just some slabs, and we'll just do drawer, half drawer. This is like the most efficient wood wise to get what we want, which is the upgrade template. And then we're going to make this into a void upgrade template, and this is going to void out any items in our drawer system that exceeds the limit. So we're gonna just put that in the oxygen one, and we're gonna get rid of all this oxygen. Cool. So there is a lot of things we can do, but we have so much sucrose that I'm not really worried about oxygen, carbon, or anything like that. So we're not gonna fret. So that was the first thing I want to do. Next thing we're gonna do is run off to the Victory Monument, because we discovered last time that, if I can find it, the monument gives us things when we put items on here. So if we put an iron block there, we'll get 8 uncommon rewards, and we're gonna just go ahead and get all of these: aluminum, sulfur, heart of shearing, upgrade mining, skystone, lots of cool things. Most of which I don't really care too much about, but we're gonna head back to the alchemy lab to get rid of aluminum and sulfur. So sulfur is there, aluminum is there. Perfect. So everything else can just be thrown in here. Unbreaking shears is kind of nice, actually. But now let's head back to the observatory. So we are going to get into a little bit of questing. We are going to start turning in a little bit of the magnetized quest. I decided to go ahead. We could actually finish that quest, but I think right now let's just do half of it. And then as I get more from beets or whatever, I can add more iron blocks to that. Now, real quick, I was going to say this when I was talking about the obsidian. I enchanted the pick with efficiency and all that kind of fun stuff, and went mining for obsidian rather than using this stuff, which, by the way, experience and glowstone, energized glowstone, or liquid glowstone, or something like that. I decided to use the spatial storage area rather than these omnivores because each one of these omnivores is only a single bucket of liquid, which is awful. So, yeah, it was easier to go here and do that than it was to use the igneous extruder. So, next chapter, we did most of the stuff here. However, we need to get a bunch of silver coins. And so that is what all of this is about. And so we're just going to turn in a bunch of psilocybin. I still don't know how to say that. This is the mushroom quest, basically. And how many more do we have? We have 9 more, but we did complete enough to get an uncommon crate. We just need 256. So you know what? Could we... I don't know that that would work better. So I'm just going to submit and collect. We get randomly, I think, or do we always get 4 coins? Looks like we might always get 4 coins, which is not bad. Not bad at all. And so we're going to need a lot more. I mean, we currently have what, 72 out of 256. 256 is what, 4 stacks. So that is going to be a bit of a quest. But we'll get there. So that is unfortunate, but we do get another uncommon reward. We have so many flint and steels, even though they're not steels. And I forgot there is also the, not the baked potatoes. I want those. The mining upgrade. Alright, so everything else in this section is done, that we can see anyways. So the next chapter, System Purge, is where we're going to actually start doing some work. So first things first, we need to make both dark steel and electrical steel. We need 16 of each, so I have all of that prepared. We are going to have to crush up a bunch of coal. So we'll go ahead and pulverize all this, and I think it will be fine. Pulverize coal, perfect. And then for the dark steel, we take the iron with obsidian. For the, actually, let me look into something. We could make steel. But that's a 4-to-1. That is much more expensive on that. I don't care about the obsidian. But then the electrical steel is silicon, which we still have a bunch of. And then the slag is for something else that we're going to get to in just a moment. So, 8. Looks like the pulverizer is slightly faster. We could actually upgrade that. That might not be a bad idea. We have some conversion kits. We could just go... Let's just go reinforced, which is... what tier is it? It is 2 tiers up. So we do this, and this guy will get much better to the extent that he's going to have more power. He's going to be able to process a little bit faster, and just in general be better. So we need to make dark steel. That is not the alloy furnace. This is. So we'll make the dark steel first. That is going to be super time consuming. And then we'll be able to come back and make the electrical steel. So we'll just set those aside for now. And I'll go ahead and put these in here. And then the other thing, the other quest that we weren't able to do before that we can now is making advanced energy conduits. So if we look in here, I do wonder, do we have any normal energy conduits? Yes, we have quite a few. However, what we don't have is conduit binder. Now, to get conduit binder, we need conduit composite, conduit binder composite, which requires clay. We can get clay from slag and dirt with a little bit of water. So that's what this is all for. And there is actually a little bit extra. I have 5 pieces of slag, so we'll get a little bit extra, but that's okay. I would like my cobblestone, please. Alright, so with that taken care of, we should be able to make the conduit binder composite. We'll make all of that, because we can always make more clay later. There's a couple other ways, and we'll go ahead and do things through here. So we have 1 dark steel in that time. It's going to take forever, but that's okay. We'll get there. So the other thing that it wants us to make is a limited panel and a level emitter. Do we have we do not have any of that stuff. There is some quest that would give us, so if we look at the extra credit stuff, some of these quests will give us station crates, which the station crates have a chance of giving us various applied energistics components. So that is something that would be nice. However, right now I don't care too much. I'll be honest. So let's grab the conduit binder that we have, and we're probably going to leave things behind to process while we do other things. But the advanced energy conduits, you can use one of the old ones to get 8 with just 2 energetic alloys versus 3. And the energetic alloys, if you don't remember, is gold, glowstone, and redstone. So nothing too difficult there. So we'll go ahead and get that. And that is a quest completed. And then it wants us to make a capacitor bank. If I upgrade the solar array, I should probably increase my backup batteries as well. So capacitor bank requires either double layer capacitors, 4 of them with some electrical steel and redstone block, or energetic alloy, 2 basic capacitor banks, and a double layer. So it's kind of a question of which one is more efficient for you. We do have the basic capacitor bank. This is just a normal one. That might be the better option, is just to make another one of these with a little bit of iron and then combine them. But I do wonder, the only problem is figuring out how to get on top of the station. So we could add more solar panels up there, apparently. We just have to get to the top of the station. So that's something to kind of consider for another time. We get some silver armor. I'll go ahead and put that there with feather falling, and it has jump boost. That's kind of cool, but don't care. So while we have the Blackstone Glow open, we are going to do a little bit of something here. Specifically, one, I want to grab some more water. It's always good to carry water on you. I never know when you'll need it. But we're going to head to 2 different places. One, we're going to go through this area again. And I know this area is such a bad area to like visually see. The black and the purple of the obsidian is really disorienting. But luckily I have learned my way around here fairly well. Especially if I make the right turn right there. But we're going to go look at 2 things. So first of all, I want to head back up to where all of, this is not the right way, this is, where all of the, what's it called, the silver is, and all the mushrooms. So this never became anything. The silver mines were this way, and there is still some stuff left behind. I just want to come down here real quick and see. It's well lit. There is a bunch of nickel as well. Let's grab a little bit of this stuff. Should not be difficult to grab. Our pick is pretty good. I just wanted to see if there was anything worthwhile here. should I... I'll probably come back and grab all of this stuff later. And there is quite a bit of it, so that's good. However, I also wanted to go to the other area with the mushrooms because one of the quests requires this dehostilifier. Now, I don't know if we can make this that easily. I guess we could, but it requires mycelium. And if I recall correctly, the only place I know of that has mycelium that we can instantly kind of grab is over here. So that's what we're going to do real quick. And head up here. I just want to see if there's a little bit. If there is, then I can always come back off camera and not bore you guys with me picking up all of the mycelium I want. But I actually just don't remember if there is any. And looks like there's not, actually. We're going to head to the main, like, the boss room, I guess. Which I think is, like... I don't remember where it was exactly. Looks like it might have been... I think over this way. Nope, that's a chest. Down here? Yes, down here. Okay, so there's slimy dirt, but there's not mycelium. Alright. I'll tell you what, guys what. I'm going to get out of this area, and then I'll load up the machine, and we'll start doing some stuff there. So I'll be right back. Alright, so I lied. I was coming back from up there at the mushroom area, and I decided there's probably something hidden in this, and I just looked up from the bottom, and you don't see anything except right there. In fact, let's just break all of these. And yeah, this is a chest that I missed. There's clay-coated glowstone dust, so there's some more clay, some tinker stuff, and some rewards. So... yeah, I found this, and I figured I'd bring you guys back in to show it. So, now I am going to head back out of this place, and rather than cutting away, I'm just going to have you guys bear with me for now. But, yeah, so the plan is we're going to head to the machine area, and we're going to start working on some stuff. Now, this is going to be... very much a base work episode. We're not going to get too much into actual exploration or fighting or anything like that. We might try to kill an iron golem or two, but for the most part, the problem that we're going to have is I looked ahead at what we're going to need, and so we're going to have to do a little bit of crafting for getting further into the machine area. And I'm going to call it the machine area. It's processing bay 317 or something like that. It's still the machine area. That's what it was kind of called in the chapter. So that's what we're going to go by. So let's get all of this stuff out of our inventory. And we're going to go ahead and open these. Because why not? And then... let's see what's in the uncommon. Sponge, silver armor, flint, and ability totem. What's the ability? Jump boost. Alright. And then our rare, potion of haste. Alright, we're going to do the same exact thing we've been doing. And we're going to check to see how our dark steel is coming along. So... that is cleared out. Let's go ahead and put processing zone, not bay. Nothing in there, doesn't matter. There's a lot of mobs in there, but let's see how this is coming. Okay, 10 out of 16. We're almost there. Actually, it's almost to 11. So, yeah, let's talk about this area for a little bit. We need to collect crude oil. To get crude oil, I don't know why I didn't put this in the like bar. To get crude oil, there is only one way. We need a magma crucible, and we talked about this a little bit last episode because magma crucibles can be used to make lava. Really good. However, magma crucibles require some stuff that we don't really have good access to yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to head back in here real quick. We're going to collect some of the stuff that we need. And this is compressed sand. That is really nice stuff. We're going to take all that. And theoretically... Ooh, we are going to die. Hey, they drop things other than... Okay, these constructs are actually really good. First of all, let's go ahead and pin that to the screen so I can see how many I have. And we're gonna abuse this ladder. Apparently the hey, there's a zombie. That zombie is really dead. Okay, apparently some stuff are spawning up there. This is sand. We're gonna probably light this area up pretty well. But yeah, we're gonna abuse the ladders. We're gonna abuse the fact that these guys can't really get to us that easily. And let's just pillar up here. Haha. There is things. Let's light this little path up, just so that there's not things spawning up here. I don't know if I can break these. Nope. But hey, some bitumen. What are these? Basic rewards. There's 14 basics that are rare. Okay, that's fine by me. That's just decorative. Alright, we're gonna head back down here, get rid of that for right now. I'm gonna light this area up a little bit, but I don't know how fully. Now this is triple compressed cobblestone. This stuff is good to find. We need to get an octuple compressed, I think, or at least a septuple for one of the victory monument blocks. But the big thing that we're after is in that room, which is the crude oil. So, couple things we can do. I just want to see if there's... That looks like a path to another area type of thing. We'll go ahead and grab all this stuff. And most of the stuff we could probably leave... Okay, I can't mine those. Is there... Nothing. Okay. We can grab these, which in fact, let's grab our lumber axe. Make it a little bit better. Because I figured there was a secret underneath it. I kinda assumed that. And it wasn't a bad assumption. So this is just wood. Some Tinker's Tier 3s. Nice. And we'll go ahead and grab the rest of this stuff. Alright, so at this point, there's a creeper there. Alright, so I'm going to want to light things up pretty well. And yeah, they are spawning. The constructs are spawning around these pillars, which is good. That's what I'd like to see. There's two things we need to do. We need to grab, first of all, a little bit of endstone. And for right now, we're just going to grab a touch of it. Not that much. We'll see kind of what we need to do with it in a moment. And then we're going to grab the crude oil. And do I have inventory space? Of course not. I've been picking up everything. What can we... Actually, we have enough space, because we can do that. And I'm actually going to do one of these. Let's put some light in here. So this is oil sand. Now, if we break that, that is unfortunate. What if we break it with Silk Touch, works really well. Alright, so that's what we want to do. And we want to grab a good bit of this stuff. Let's grab like about a half a stack. And there is a bunch of transfer nodes here, which is another thing that is kind of good to have access to. Okay, we have about a half a stack. And let's get out of here. We'll fight more constructs later. Right now, I want to get kind of the quest to get further into this area unlocked today. So that's going to be what we focus on. So, we have the oil sands. Let's clean up the inventory a lot. Let's grab our chisel. And we're going to chisel wood, copper. Okay. So we collected some endstone. We got a rare reward. Poppies are nice. Iron, infinity metal, infinity gears are, what are these actually called? Infinity bimetal gears are actually pretty nice, because the recipe is a lot of iron and grains of infinity. That's annoying to make. We got a little bit of bitumen, compressed sand, triple compressed cobblestone, blocks of copper, and we got a little bit of endstone, plus we have a bunch of other things. So let's, first off, a little trick I forgot to do earlier. Bronze tool, shadow iron, yeah, that stuff I don't care about, and then we just do that. Perfect. 14 basic rewards. Bread surprise, potatoes attack, tree farm starter kit, beryllium, nothing, too bad. 1K, oxygen, beryllium, lithium, wooden lumber axe, oxygen, apple, and a bow. Okay, apologies for the flashing screen. I probably should have warned you guys. I didn't think that was going to happen. I didn't think ahead on that one. So we have a bunch of elements. We will keep those in our inventory. The storage cell has nothing of great use, so we might just throw that in there. Tree farm starter kit, bone meal, and saplings, and then bread surprise. Bunch of bread. Okay, so let's throw this stuff in here. Then we have 3 rare rewards. Ender pearls. That's really nice. Another chisel and iron alloys. Cool. Oh my gosh, that's a stack of those. These are really good, for the record, because they can be used for, well, replacing iron on a lot of things. So that is, specifically Ender IO stuff, but that is really, really good. Cool. It'd be cool if we could turn them into actual iron, but we can. We can make hoppers for wood and use sand to turn that all into iron. So that might be something we do. Anyways, we need to get oil. Now to get oil, like I said, we need to get a magma crucible. So the magma crucible is where we're going to start. What do we have of it? Nothing. All right, let's start with the easy stuff. We're going to need a tin gear. We're going to need 2 copper gears. And we're going to need a redstone reception coil. Then we're going to need a little bit of sand turned into glass. We can also collect our dark steel. And we'll go look at that quest in a little bit. And then let's get the electrical steel cooking. This should go a lot faster. Just because dark steel usually takes more energy to make. But then all of that is taken care of. Now, the hard part. We need some sort of hardened glass. Now, there is an easy way. We can take a piece of lead and obsidian, and we can make some hardened glass. Now, for this, hardened glass, we have to pulverize both of them. And it's not that big of a deal. So it requires 4 obsidian pulverized, and for 1 piece we get what? I kind of forgot to look this up. We get 4. So it is just 1 obsidian, 1 lead, and we put those in there, and that will give us the hardened glass. We could also have used fused quartz, which is that's aluminum glass. So fused quartz is Ender.io's version. That is, as it sounds, quartz. But nether quartz is something we don't have a lot of right now, so we're going to avoid that. Alright, so we have the glass, we have the hardened glass, so we should be able to make the machine frame. And then if we look at what we have everything but the nether bricks. Now, nether bricks, we need, well, nether bricks. We need netherrack. And netherrack we can make with strontium and silicon dioxide. So off to the alchemy lab for that. And that should not be too difficult. So silicon dioxide, we have a little bit. We're going to need 8 though. So that's where sand is going to come in handy. So let's just take a little bit of sand and we'll decompose this. Let's go ahead and put oxygen, beryllium, lithium. That was it. Okay. So there is silicon dioxide. We're going to need 8 of these. And we're going to need some strontium. Now we should have some over here, I think. But let's just grab 16 is, I think, what we're going to need. So we'll put those. And then that also gives us carbonate, which is fine. Not an important thing. What number is strontium? 38. So do we not have any strontium? No. Okay. Just go ahead and put 1 there. And I'll just make another one real quick. There we go. So that is pretty much everything we need with that. So unlock recipe. We're going to need silicon dioxide and strontium. And we just put those in there. And we'll get our 8 netherrack. And then what we can do with this is smelt it up. Make it into nether bricks. The actual thing. And make what we need. So that is easy enough. Now the bitumen we can use to make more crude oil, or we can do other things with it. We can use it for fuel. Stirling generator can be used. There's a few things, but what we're going to do is we're going to break this. We're going to put that here. And let's get the better energy conduits that we've made. And we're just going to do one of these. And we're going to replace all these. So probably next time we are going to go ahead and upgrade this to the next capacitor bank. So that will be kind of the plan with that. But that will give more power in general to things. There is our nether bricks. We make those the block form. And there's the magma crucible. So with this, we can put it right there. We will configure it and we'll do an output. Auto output is already enabled. We need 20 buckets, I do believe. If I look at the quest, yes, 20 buckets. So let's grab a couple of tanks. We'll need 2. And then we'll just take 20 of these. Because lo and behold, a single oil sand gives you an entire bucket's worth. And we'll just do that. And so this will pretty quickly fill up with crude oil. And that is that. So let's go look at quests that we completed. So we got the dark steel. Just going to give us a rare reward. Nothing else unlocked. That's fine. Dark steel is useful. We got a bunch of end stone. So what does it want us to do with this end stone? Endstone contains trace amounts of alien substances I'll need to make some of the more advanced machines. Time to hit the alchemy lab. So neodymium is a 1 point. Wow, that is awful. However, we can get a bunch from just ender pearls. So what we might do is instead of trying to use the endstone for that, because the endstone can be used for a few other things as well. We can also get lithium, thorium, and mercury from it, which is all good. But I have some ender pearls. Also, there's enderios. What can we do with these? These are made from ender pearl powder, but I have 17 ender pearls. Let's just take one, and we'll alchemy lab that. How much does it want us to get? 16. That's exactly enough for an ender pearl. So let's just go do that. And that will give us some silicon, mercury, and neodymium. And then that will give us 2 rare rewards. And then we can make an ender pearl. So with neodymium, I can mold a cohesive alien object known as an ender pearl. What these things really are is completely unknown. I get this weird feeling that something is watching me every time I touch one. So we can make ender pearls with that exact same recipe. So that is good to know if we ever need to. But let's not worry about that. So 60 will be here, because 10 should be 50. Yes. And then mercury is 80, so 60, 70, 80. Yes, we had a little bit of mercury already. Cool. So it wants us to fabricate an ender pearl, but we're just going to grab one from here. And ender pearls are pretty useful, so we're going to want a lot of them eventually. But right now, we'll live without it. So 5 rare rewards: jukebox, ultimate stew, space spheres. That's something to look into. Double layer capacitors and Certus quartz seeds. So these are similar to the quartz seeds that we saw last time. But we're probably still going to need a phylogenetic isolator, which means lumium, which I think we could actually make. Yeah, we could. Okay, so that's something to kind of consider. But let's check on our oil. I think it's done. And it is. How about our electrical steel? Oh, it's almost done. Okay, we'll come back up and get that. So, crude oil. There's an Enderman right up there. We're going to just come down here. And in here, squeaky wheel. Insert extract. I guess we could do like... Nope. I guess we could do this. Extract. Always active. And there we go. It was trying to feed into the fluid tank, but that is the squeaky wheel completed. And I'm going to guess did that... Okay, it looked like you were coming after me. Does that allow us to break that? No. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure what that's going to enable us to do, but still can't mine any of the factory blocks. So maybe we need to clear out the constructs first, and then once we have both of those quests done, we'll be able to continue on. So that is something to kind of investigate. And I gotta remember, I think 3 blocks is enough. Let's just try that. We're just gonna do 1, 2, 3. Come here. You can't hit us. Perfect. And this would be the easiest way to kill 12 iron golems. There is other ways I think we could do it, but that might be the easiest way. Anyways, let's run back upstairs. Let's finish the electrical steel. This episode has gotten a little long. And then what I'll probably end up doing is killing a bunch of the iron golems off camera. I'll save the last one for next episode, and we'll go from there. So we got the electrical steel. That didn't unlock anything else, which is fine. We have 2 rare rewards, a jukebox and an ender chest. So we have another ender chest, which is kind of cool. But that is it. So we're gonna end the episode off there. And the next time we will continue exploring this area. Before we do anything else, though, let's get rid of the processing zone. There's a lot of interesting things that we can see when that's loading. And let's see what the space spheres are. It almost crashed, it felt like. Okay, so we have a space theme. These are blocks of gold, by the way. And there's probably things inside the planets. So that's the sun, Earth, yeah, you know, all the planets. There is a ton of mobs, though. So that is going to be interesting. Probably once we get some sort of flight, it'll be a little bit more useful to us. But we'll see. Anyways, let's go ahead and clear that out. And I'm going to go ahead and end the episode off here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. We got a lot done. Next time, we're going to, like I said, I'm going to clear up a lot of the constructs, the iron golems, and then we'll see if that unlocks the next section, and we'll continue exploring that area. So that's kind of the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!